Hi everyone, I'm Angie Kellen with MCA Public Relations. Today I'm in San Francisco at the FlexTech Alliance's Metal Oxide TFT workshop and panel. And joining me right now is DR Barnes of BizWits. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my pleasure.
Can you tell me a little bit about BizWits?
Sure. We're an international consultancy that tries to help people solve business problems through questions that may be difficult to quantify. There are excellent, market research firms like DisplaySearch or IHS, those kinds of companies that go out there and tell you how many gizwumps, the African Zimbabweans were going to buy in 2018. But a lot of times we're working under great fuzzy areas of uncertainty, and really what we try to do is help people realize how their clients or their potential customers or their potential suppliers might tack in the future, depending on what they're most worried about or how other uncontrollable events might occur. So we do a lot of decision support, and we help people with market entry questions, or how do I restructure my business? How do I cut cost out of my business? Or with whom could I ally to maybe create something new or innovative?
Well, that brings me to my next question, is you're one of our panelists, one of the esteemed all-star panelists.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there were a lot of good ideas brought up, and one of the biggest questions was, what's going to kickstart this industry? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, this industry got kickstarted by something that we didn't think about at the time. So if you go back in display land, it was all about portable computers. And if you remember the Osborne and some of those early luggable computers that, they only weighed 30 pounds, it was sort of a magical confluence of people doing a flat panel display made out of LCD. Actually, the first real flat panel wasn't even an LCD. It was a planar display. It was electroluminescent. But very quickly it turned out to be LCD, and that took it off. But what was the first LCD target product? You know what it was?
No.
Portable, handheld television. Today we call that an iPhone or a Galaxy, but back then it was just a handheld phone. It turns out the early devices were really horrible as handheld televisions, but they started to make great notebook computers. And so you had a whole industry started. And once you got to 10 inches, well, why not 100? And that's pretty much where it is today. The interesting thing for me is that if I look at history, did you know that the first transistor was not made out of silicon?
No, I didn't.
Not even out of germanium. It was made out of a compound semiconductor. And in fact, there's 80 years of development in what we might call compound semiconductors, or nowadays we use terms like metal oxide or IGZO, whatever that stands for. And the real interesting thing is that it's back to the future, and much of what that we're fighting now, technically, was predicted back in the 70s and the 80s by people who worked for companies like Westinghouse and so forth in the United States. So all of this is sort of back to the future, but in the context of this, it could enable finally some beautiful displays, like real low power iPad-like things, and maybe real big televisions. You haven't seen them yet, but if you can imagine 4 or 8 times the pixel counts that you have in a wall mount TV today, it's basically would have the resolution of a National Geographic photo, but it might be 100 inches. So all of those things could be enabled by better compound semiconductors, even in LCD, and we haven't even seen OLED yet. So I think that the future is wide open. But as most people were really talking about today, the scientists involved in this business, they were thinking, well, hey, why displays? Think about all the other things that people need. Like, wouldn't it be great to be able to wrap, a bandage around yourself that would actually send information to your doctor's iPhone about how is it going? Or how about something that could figure out where your kids are. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of technologies out there that have to do with sensing, or sensing our body, sensing, you know, how much water is really getting on my lawn when I turn my sprinklers on, whatever it might be. There's many, many things that could be done, and we're only tapping the surface of that now.
Well, it's going to be very exciting here in the near future as to what those applications are and how it metamorphosizes and how the industry continues to grow. I want to thank you for taking your time and sharing your thoughts, and we really appreciate you being on the panel as well.
My pleasure.
Thank you,
Thank
DR.
you.
Angie Kellen for MCA in San Francisco.